Jackson has always been a people's town. Established in 1822, the city was created to be the state's capital, and so it grew up as a town that served government. It's always drawn people who want either to serve the public or people who provide service to the public. My parents, who moved here in 1955, jumped into civic life. My mother was the first woman in her family to go to college. She was a journalist. My father helped to revolutionize the hospital industry. Both of them made lifelong contributions to the arts. Regular people were part of cultural life. The symphony, opera, ballet had patrons of all sorts and hosted acclaimed artists on a regular basis. In 1968, I turned 4. It was an interesting time to be small. Jackson dedicated its brand new city auditorium, a vision to honor the arts, or what John F. Kennedy called our contribution to the human spirit. Opera star Eleanor Steber was on hand for the ribbon cutting on April 1st. For my father, chairman of the opening, it was a labor of love and civic pride. But what I remember is being dazzled by the crystal chandelier suspended in midair above the mezzanine. Pure magic. The following year, we landed a man on the moon. I remember everybody gathered around televisions, their own or a neighbor's or the one in the window on Capitol Street. People watched the impossible become possible and started to reach for their own stars. There was a standard of excellence in American arts, economic thought, even political thought, and ordinary people seemed to roll up their sleeves to participate in civic life. My own sense of wonder and excitement came from riding downtown at night when all of Capitol Street was ablaze in neon signs for Primo's Cafe, the Paramount Theater, the Hotel Heidelberg, Strauss Stallings Jewelers. To me, that's why preservation is important. You have a building like the old Capitol or the new Capitol, something that's worth preserving, and it elevates people. Right now on Capitol Street, almost every block is under renovation or being reimagined. We are reestablishing the city as the center. We're at a place when the community needs to recast a vision for Jackson's future. It comes down to how we experience the fabric of community. Fabric is woven of many threads. My great-grandfather was a weave room superintendent, and his job was quality control, testing the fabric to make sure the weave was tight enough, the textile strong and of good quality. The chambray and ticking that they made lives on today in the quilts my grandmother stitched with her mother, taking the commonplace and leftover scraps from life to make something beautiful. In many ways, my work today pays tribute to that effort, testing threads and creating a strong community fabric, even if some of the pieces are worn. I think why I'm here at this job at the Community Foundation is to help create some sort of framework for solution building. It's fantastic or magic wand thinking that any one organization or entity or part of society can fix it all. Part of our job as connectors is to admit that we have vulnerabilities. We can get people to the table, but the action of getting people to the table is admitting maybe you don't have all the answers. We're all part of the same ecosystem. So it's back to the weave room. The woof on this one is too loose, or the threads are missing on this one. I grew up in Jackson, and I've persevered in this work because I care about the authenticity of place. Just like a building needs an architect, a quilt needs a pattern, the work of community building needs a vision. I want to make Jackson as good a place to grow up for my children as it was for me. It will be different people and a new generation who bring that sense of wonder now. As my city continues to spin its threads to weave its fabric, I still believe in magic. Not the wand-waving kind, but where a spark of imagination makes world building possible. We must dream bigger, and we all must be willing to step forward, to create a sense of occasion, unleash our sense of wonder, and shoot for the stars.